Yo guys, Kani here, this time a little bit different. I'm walking down the streets on my way to work, and I won't be able to make a proper audio recording of this length at home, so I'll just do it on my way back and forth, and we'll talk a little about, maps and stuff. So I really hope the sound is still somewhat good enough, and the cars that sometimes pass by aren't too annoying. Let's take it as some odd inconvenience, I guess. Anyway, we're about to talk about maps. I got 14 maps on the list here, and we're gonna go once again from the last to the very best. And let's start right away. So, starting off, the first issue I have is that honestly, those last few places are all low key same to me. However, the last rank is definitely the last rank for me. And we're starting with Raypan massively fast, or like, I don't know, I don't want to be mean. I feel like some people thought that the last episode was kind of mean, but not gonna lie, no hate, I'm no hater, I'm no Zerka hater, but massively fast is actually massively retarded, kind of. This map is actually plain boring, but that would be kind of okay. But the decoration is what sells it to me as some really, really bad product. Like, I feel like there was no care at all. Like, literally zero care. Like, everything I talked about in the previous episode isn't nearly as weird and effortless as this map. I don't know if it's like, if it is really just that he can't really map well, but every damn building looks so off place, at least most of them, and he took no care at all to like place them properly and all. That's super weird, honestly. So massively fast is really just by far the worst map in this list, and honestly, maybe even the worst map I've ever talked about. So yeah, sorry, but like I just don't see the effort in here. It's kind of sad. Anyway, we move on immediately to the next one. Rank 14, 13, blep. 13, 14, I hate saying those numbers and separate them properly with my speech. Torque, Kid's Gone Mad. And I guess I'm a kid that's gone mad because this map is really, really bad and really, I don't know. So I thought at first it's maybe like some type of Debala map, like it's old style burning skills decoration, kind of featuring some HGM looking track that isn't HGM. And while I feel like both of those are kinda correct statements, because they get this vibe sort of, the track is maybe the worst I've ever seen of Torque. Like, I don't feel like it's drives properly, especially like some bounce at the end with the front bounce into turn hitting a wall driving on side. It's super weird, but not even that. Also, the pacing is super off, especially with that early backward part where you just drop down and then you like turn on three shades. It's super sloppy. And given that he used a lot of jump scripts as well in this map, I don't know why he didn't use just their one immediately. So in total, also there's this early wall ride where you have to click on down, but I guess it's just a troll part anyway. It feels like it's supposed to kill you first and then not again. All in all though, I consider this map by far one of the worst hockey spirits you can get. Like, just play your volumes instead, they are more fun honestly. And don't get you as mad, I guess. I mean, I kinda would maybe place it higher given the name. It maybe makes somewhat sense, but the end, that's just a mesh song. So I don't know. I just know that I don't like this map. So if you like it, hey, that's up to you. I don't want to play it ever again. This map's super weird, and I hope for better ones. Once more, I mean, you get a better one here, and we'll talk about this later on. Anyway, so yeah, we're gonna take this second last place. Alright, so rank 12, and I actually had to copy paste it in this chat. Doing the voices in so I can actually read that map. Okay, Anzor, feed Tess, feed Kirill, feed Gapcho, feed Loss, feed Genji. 2 hour and 30 mapping scenes and fast 1 pro. Jesus Christ, I really hope people in this village here hear me and are like, holy damn, he's fucking retarded. Anyway, yeah, let me put it short, like, this map is just a mess. I mean, it's fine, like, this map, kind of, 2 hour 30 map, don't think it was ever planned to be a good map or decent. I mean, some people say that's a decent map. I played it like 3 times and I'm feeling kind of weird. Why would you name this map okay? Like, it's absolutely not good. And it's okay, it's not good, I guess, but at the same time, I judge it like it's a bad map, and it's a bad map, so yeah. The thing is, I wouldn't even say it's better than Kids Gone Mad in particular or not. I guess it has somewhat better pacing, and that's pretty much about it. The teleport is still shit. That one loop into wall part is at the end kind of shit. The bounce in the wall is super sloppy. Like there are sloppy parts all over the place, and honestly, the stuntage under part is probably the best in the entire map. I don't know, it's the only one I genuinely enjoyed somehow. So yeah, I mean, and the decorations are pretty neat, given that it's like such a short project. I don't know, we didn't need this map, but hey, if they had fun, it's okay, I guess. Zaku, my man, about to get the 11th rank here, up to that. Yeah, Zaku Feedbank's Simply Nature is a map that features simple nature and simple track through those simple nature stuffs. I gotta say, this map isn't too bad. It's like, still boring for me personally. The track of BenQ is okayish. I consider it way better if you like just maps with fights with more speed. I feel like that's where he performs way better. The decoration isn't too bad, I think too. However, it's like still, it's generic to me, and therefore I can't really rank it much higher. Apart from that, the hunter part, honestly, I don't know. Like, it feels like some random stretcher of time. I don't know why the hunter part is like this. It's not even really decorated. And I don't think the skybox is really much doing the job by itself. So apart from that though, it's like your regular everyday WFF map. It's rather flat. Yeah, isn't really much more to say about it. It's just there, and I guess on a regular server you can play it like once and then you just like abandon it, just like a lot of those maps. But yeah, it's playable. Alright, prepare for trouble and make it double, because Zaku also takes the 10th rank. Both Zaku maps right beside each other, this time with Taxi, who has an odd name of riding Taxi, but whatever. Anyway, this map is kind of better. Like, overall, I wouldn't say it's a really good map. At the same time, though, I think it's a huge improvement for Zaku still. Like, compared to Giant Town, you have some jumps, actually. I kind of like the cut in the earlier where you can save Nos. However, it's a little weird executed, given that the very first 3 seconds in, you already drive on Invisibles, but can't have anything, I guess. Can't have anything. But, I mean everything. However, the map overall is pretty much playable. Gotta say, for a first time track that Taxi did later on, like a minute in, it's after still pretty okayish. Some parts are weird, and overall, as I said, not the best map, but it's like at least playable, at least kind of an idea behind it. So yeah, just look forward that there will be more improvement later on, and we might get the ranks higher here, because yeah, maybe it's just going up and up, but we'll see what the future brings. For now, Industrial Valley remains on the 10th place. Also, given that what I can add is that the song is really not that good. Like, I really hope there will be a better song next time. That song fucking sucks. What else? Decoration is okayish. Track is okayish. Yeah, okayish map. Alright, test your limits with Gastro and Iwi. Now, this map is kind of a sad story to me, given that I love the idea. Honestly, let's start with the good stuff. Like, the idea of this map is really, really cool. You have like all those parts where you gotta skill very precise. And this idea, it's kind of like retip, for example. I hope that damn bus isn't too loud on my left. Anyway, like the idea behind it is super cool. However, the issue with this map in specifics is that it sucks. It sucks very hard in kind of a few parts, and given that it's not that long, that's quite the impact. With that one part you gotta slide, like the engage for the slide is absolutely horrible. Absolutely horrible. Aside from that, there's also this belly slide passage, which just forces you to slow down rapidly. You're a crazy maniac. I don't know, maybe it's skill issue. So honestly, this would be the type of map I would love to have a part 2. That's like a little bit more refined, a little bit more creative maybe with the ideas, but it's overall a super cool concept of a map, and I still enjoyed it a little. It's just that some parts of it make it kind of unnecessarily unplayable for me, so yeah. It remains on the 9th place for now, just given that the idea is pretty cool and some parts are still kind of fun to play in there. So yeah. So for the 8th ranked, the emotional rank. You know, if it wasn't for the fact that a lot of the maps below this one are that crazy sloppy, I think Action Hell Exciting 3 would have ended way lower. Now here's the thing. Hell Exciting is one of I'm not sure if it's one of my favorites of all time, the series, but it's definitely one of the series that I really admire and I really love. Because while those maps aren't maybe that great in their execution or something, they feel kind of adventurous. Like the first part with its crazy length, but still like the atmosphere is pretty chill. And the second one with all the city driving, I really love it. Especially part 2 is like genuinely one of my perhaps top 100 maps roundabout. So here for Hell Exciting 3, Action for some reason decided to put every cool aspect of the series to rest, and what's left is like a banger song, fair enough, but a rather mid decoration that just really doesn't put any charm in the map. The skybox is fine, yeah, it's pretty cool skybox, I admit this, but like the decoration itself, not really charming at all compared to its previous entries of the series. The track is horrendous. It's horrific, it's horrible, and there are maybe more horrors I can add here, but I'll just keep them to myself because, yeah, this track is absolutely not the thing I would ask for in a Hell Exciting 3 map. Like, I think honestly that Action is kinda creative when it comes to part ideas. I still think there's some creativity in them. Like for those Hydra pods, for example, those are pretty cool. Or the backward drift and the looping. Like, there are ideas that are simple but cool. But when you play it, I feel like it's even more overscripted than a Shandex map, which is absurd. Straight up hell. But I'm not excited. I'm definitely not excited. I just wanted to be raised, honestly. Like, I think if it wasn't that exciting, it would have turned out for me like I would have a different look on the map, but he pretty much demolished the series. Like, this series is just dead to me now. I didn't want part 3, yet I got one. And I was looking forward when I read that there is a part 3 because I never expected, given that Hell Exciting 2 seemed like his last project anyway, that he came back with Middle Savannah, which has equal issues, honestly. So, yeah, Action pretty much somehow, and I like the guy, don't get me wrong, but I gotta say, spill the beans here, that he has probably the worst comeback in history of MTA, and I'm just sad about it because I like the guy. Like, personally, but also, I mean, I didn't talk to him much, but he still seems like a cool guy. And same time, I like a lot of his maps, like Dark Rain, Cold Skills, Atlas Flocks, and as said, the Exciting series. There's so many cool maps, but somehow, I just wish he would say fuck HD, and I'm just gonna go back to the DM maps. I'm not the one to decide that, but I don't know, I'm just sad that it turns out like this. But still, it's enough for the 8th rank, because I said so much negative, I gotta say again why. He's still on the 8th rank because it's still more creative of a project than all others below. Plus, it has some very cool, unique idea, and it's not entirely bad. It's just like some parts are kinda giving it the permadeath. But as I mentioned previously anyway, all those maps were super hard to rank from higher to lower. So like, honestly, you can kind of say that Hell Exciting 3 till Kids Gone Mad is all kind of an equal rank, plus minus half a point. So yeah, I hope you can kinda live with this look on. And now we get to like somewhat the upper half of the list. And we'll start with rank 7. This would be Deathcore Back Inside 2, and let me just speedrun it down because isn't much to say about it. This map is rank 7 because it didn't fuck up anything. It's not really insane or something, it just didn't fuck up a thing. It's plain, simple, and slightly enjoyable. That's enough. Thanks. Now we go to rank 6. So when I saw Kids Gone Mad, I was like, damn, I kinda gave Torque the praise in my last video. And now he backstabs me with Kids Gone Mad. A map that I would gladly place on the last rank if it wasn't for the massively fast map. So what could I expect from him now? Well, apparently one of his, if not his best project, and Sunny joins it too. Mystic Forest is great, honestly. I mean, I wouldn't say that great. It has one or two sloppy parts because it's a Torque map still. But I mean, honestly, once again, I'm not really 100% sure if it's all Torque's track. Could be Tsuni too. But even so, it doesn't matter. But like, Tsuni usually makes most of the decoration as far as I know. So yeah, whoever made the part, or the most of the parts, this map is cool for its decoration mainly. And it's really, really awesome, especially given it's a forest map. And oh boy, you have no idea how I craved for an actual good forest map. I mean, there are some, don't get me wrong, but so many forest maps that name themselves forest maps aren't actual forest maps. They feel like plain nature. But this map, genuinely, forest map. Forest approved, and very good execution in this. The decoration job was very well done. Just some sloppy track here and there, but the decoration definitely makes up for it. Plus, despite it being a rather flatlandish map, it feels somewhat well flowing with this decoration. So it's well bound together. And it gave me a very cool experience, honestly. So therefore, rank 6 is yours. Good job, guys. We head on to the top 5. Alright, those next two maps really had a battle for themselves. Like, I gotta say, they are very, very close, and it was like one tiny piece pulled together that just made me pick the other one. So here we go. The rank 5 is my Broski Arctic with his Volume 4 Deep Dive. Deep Dive is kinda great, kinda okay-ish. It's like a mixture of it. I'll explain why. So basically, the track is super relaxing, calming. I gotta say, in my first one or two attempts, mainly the first one, it was a little bit weird with the knowledge of where the fuck do I have to go sometimes. However, that was just some small issue for beginning, and then it was a rather easy map. Apart from that, the decoration is pretty cool, pretty neat. It's very decent for a comeback map, given that Arctic didn't touch the editor for like, I forgot what it was. Was it 9 years? Was it longer? Was it shorter? Around about that. I think it was around about 9 years. So yeah, he's from a whole other time, and he did a pretty good job given where he came from. And yeah, song is okay-ish too. And the core point why it's still lower than the next one is that it's just that. It's pretty okay-ish, it's pretty not doing much wrong, but same time it's not really trying to do anything above right. Just like, let's say, Deathcore. It's pretty much just a map. Not a map with real character, just a map. It's okay, I mean, as I said, it's a comeback map. So, hey, have fun playing it. I'll eventually forget about it, I'm not too sure yet. But I guess I would probably forget about it. Apart from that, it's still a good map. And yeah, I hope to see more from Arctic, because I feel like he's cooking some wild shit soon. Now to the guy above him, just by a little bit, it's Dink. Dink with his Volume 10 Napalm, by the way, reason why I record this now on the road and couldn't do it earlier because I couldn't play the fucking map. Maybe I should have asked him directly instead of like relax, but same time, I guess he just asked him anyway. I don't know. Either way, can you guys stop releasing maps on like the very last freaking day on a month? It's super stressful for me. By the way, it's just kidding. Like, I mean, it's not kidding. It's kind of annoying for me personally, but like, it's not a fault of the map, of course. It's the fault of the recorder would take so long. Ray, I love you. So anyway, Dink Volume 10, Napalm, very explosive. The title is, if I remember correctly, because of the song of the map, because it's very unfitting for the map itself. But I'll stop loud again. Yeah, this map is just slightly above because like it has a similar style to Arctic Volume 4, given it's both night maps, though Dink is less speedy and more like vibey nostalgia. And I just feel like the track is somewhat more appealing to me. Like it's really just a personal thing at this point. I think both are pretty not too much exceeding in anything, since they're not doing really something wrong. But let's just say that Dink's map is just slightly more appealing. I like especially the slow updriving part. I don't know, it's kind of a flow killer, but sometimes it's just so calming to me. It just fits the vibe well. The only thing there is like the song's a little bit odd. Like Ray definitely took the better options recording. Still, like, they are kind of the same level. I just gave Dink this rank 4 now. Yeah. Overall, both are very cool, decent maps that are just playable and kind of fun. So now let's go to the big three. So this map is a hyperscaler, honestly, because I feel like the more I play it, the more I like it. And maybe if I played it more, it would be rank 1. I don't know. Either way, Ryan Enigma is my rank 3. So yeah, at first I really just wasn't sure what to think about it. It felt like some old Brian volume. Yeah, that's it basically. I mean, it's a little bit more refined track, I guess, but it's really just feeling like some Mutiny Rhyme Brain Toolbox Monarchy style with some better dynamics. But the more I play, the more I noticed that somehow driving it over and over again makes the map just better. It feels constantly better driving. It definitely feels like the old vibe was there intended, and I'm not really feeling nostalgic about it though. I don't know, I just like the way it drives. Just like Brian maps are usually, like you drive them and you feel like, yeah, that's some guy who knows how to track map. He can track map. You notice he has track matters map because he knows the track matters. So yeah, there isn't much more to say about it. Just that it's a clean, old style inspired map that has dynamic loop parts and all. And maybe it's also refreshing because of so many flatland maps, I don't know. It just felt kind of right. And I might play it again sometime because, yeah, as I said, it constantly gets better. But now, given that map is aside, let's talk to the two I really like to talk about. Oh man, those are some pretty, whatever the hell. I don't know, the title is odd. However, I know that this map was previously named like Pretty Green Onions. I don't know how that title ended up to exist, but Russo takes rank 2 here with his volume 2.5, which is also an odd title, but it kind of fits Russo. It fits Russo totally to make such an odd map. And I gotta say, this one is truly the nostalgia of this month. It's kinda modern, kinda oldish. It has some super cool parts in between, especially the fallover loops that are just natural somehow. I don't know how he did this, but he did it in a great manner. I mean, you guys know anyway that I'm a Russo's simp, so I guess it might be, oh my god, he put the Russo map again high up. I can't believe it. Yeah, Russo just knows his craft. What can I say? He does a great job at maps, and therefore gets my rank 2 here. The decorations are super cool. The jump markers really are benefiting the track. It's just like the dynamic, but it was an older map, so of the more modernized Russo tracks. So I will definitely play this over again a few times, though the map of this month, like April, caught my interest even more, but you know how this is for another time. Either way, Pretty Onions, whatever. I don't have the name right now opened up, but it was something like this. This map is super cool. I like it. And I kinda was sure that this will win the month, but then the guy, the myth, the man dropped his map. It's kinda hilarious given that some days prior I thought about how Arrow maps are simply great in their execution. Like, they're not really too outstanding, but somehow I thought of him and was like, yeah, maybe I should just take a look at more Arrow maps again, given that they are so simple cool. And then just a few days later he released Close to Perfection 2, and I was like, what? I guess I kind of summoned him, and oh boy, he was summoned, and he did, honestly, in my opinion, get his new peak of volumes. I'm not sure if there are better maps of Arrow, like solo-wise. I don't think so. And I would also say not Feats. I mean, it's anyway a weird comparison to compare this to Feats, especially given that quite a fair share of them are HDM. However, Close to Perfection 2 is perhaps very, very close to his own perfection. The decoration is beautiful. The track is a very nice execution of doing WFF type of track. I wouldn't say it's even that WFF. I think it doesn't really have any real cuts, but I feel like the driving of it is super smooth. It feels very good to drive this map. And that's the one I played the most actually, because I instantly caught a liking to it. The song is super, super awesome. The decoration, marvelous, like the super cool nature execution type. A few scripts make it kinda cool too. It's a nice addition. And yeah, overall, I'd say it's the most flawless map of the month. Given that, yeah, what can I say? It's actually the map of the month for me. And I hope you like it too, guys, because damn, Arrow overdid himself. He definitely reached his new peak for me. So yeah, rank 1, Arrow, good job. And that's it for today. It might be the shortest episode, I'm not sure, honestly. Given that I just try to get the voices done in a good manner, yet trying to keep all the noises around me away. So yeah, I definitely apologize in case that this was a super weird episode thanks to that. So yeah, I just really ran short on time this month, and I didn't want to let you wait till like the 20th, Maybe it was the wrong decision, I should have waited. You can write it in the comments so I know next time at least. Either way, this is the episode, and I hope Snami made some awesome video footage, so at least that's like spicy as hell. Next month will be different again, hopefully with my common setup. I can't tell, there are already insane maps to come, so I'm hyped honestly for the next month already. And yeah, despite that, this month, yeah, it was honestly a mixed month. I would say it was a definitely very, very mixed month. Good maps, bad maps, but in the end it was an okayish month still. And I hope you could find some new maps you would like to play. For me, there are some. And it's time I stop babbling because I could finally get a proper short episode done. Hey! Also much more calm. Do you notice I'm more calm? I feel like maybe I overdid myself in the last one. Actually, you can also write this in the comment. Do you want me to be more open, like, I wouldn't say passive aggressive, but like a little bit more sharp criticizing, or more like, hey, we're coming to a wholesome zone and we are wholesome and we try to, like, I don't know if I even was that wholesome. Like, I don't know. Not on action, not on talk, I guess. But yeah, I'll let that decision to you in the comments. See you next time. Sayonara.